Hello everyone, I'm Hong Haoding and my student number is NO75516. The topic of my speech is about H&M CSR Strategy. First of all, it is my catalog. I will briefly introduce the background of H&M. Next, I will talk about the definition of CSR and the strategy of CSR at H&M. In addition, I will give two examples of H&M CSR. One case is the United States and another case is India. Finally, I will talk about the advantage and the disadvantage of CSR for companies and organizations. Firstly, let's start with some background information about H&M. It opened its first store in Sweden in 1947. It has since grown into a global fast fashion brand with about 5,000 stores worldwide. And in addition, H&M Group has its sub-brands which provide different services and products for different customers. Then, before we look at H&M CSR strategy, let's take a look at some basic information about CSR. CSR is defined as corporate social responsibility, which means that a company continues to adhere to its work ethic, continues to economic development, and improve the quality of life of its employees, their families, communities, and the society as a whole. As you can see from the graph at the bottom, CSR includes economic responsibility, workplace responsibility, environmental responsibility, and social responsibility. In addition, as it can be seen from the diagram on the right, CSR can be safely divided into three responsibility areas. They are internal areas of responsibility, middle areas of responsibility, and external areas of responsibility. And as for the CSR series, there are four series: stakeholder series, shareholder value theory, corporate social performance, and corporate citizenship series. And then, our next stage is to talk about the CSR strategy of H&M. And this picture shows us some sustainability strategies of H&M, and I will choose three strategies. The first strategy is about value chain. It includes design, raw materials, fabric and yarn production, garment production, transport, sales, customers, and recycling. And I will focus on materials, customers, and recycling. For the materials, the designer will choose the green materials such as organic cotton and another green materials. And for the customers, there is a good example in China. The COS is one of the brands of H&M has teamed up with the market-leading platform Yacost, offering subscriptions to rent clothes rather than buying new. And in the H&M flagship store in Stockholm, Sweden, pieces from the t-shirt consoles exclusive collections are available to rent. And I think it's a good way to save the materials, and also, especially for the young customers, it's a good way to save their monies and can remind young people to cost their money on their products. And also for the recycle, another good example from the same brand, the COS is working with the renewal workshop to restore damaged items from customer returns and previous seasons. The restore collection is sold in Second COS store in Berlin. Stockholm and Orchard is part of the way COS offers timeless high-quality items. We are switching to a more circle-efficient system. Yeah, and I also think it's a good punishment for saving the materials. And for the next stage is about working condition. For the working conditions, we need to realize that it's about protect the employees' salaries and protect the environment of the workplace, and also gives more opportunities to the employees. And also, there is a commitment to sustainable development. It is said that the Code of Conduct, which began in 1997, has grown into part of large Initiative Sustainability Commitment in 2060. The commitment outlines their requirements for healthy workplace, healthy ecosystem, and animal welfare, and how they can work together to improve the sustainability of their value chain. And let's see how H&M groups do their jobs to their employees. Firstly, there is a project called Helping School Life Scan Experience. It happened in South Africa. This project is helping young people and young children gain the experience and the jobs at the H&M. And I think it's a good way to help people who are in developed countries get the jobs and help them make the money to support their lives. And another good example is about H&M Group supporting 160,000 women in the jobs. And this project is also happened in developed countries. I think it's a good way to save the women who are in developed countries suffering unfair jobs and unfair situations. And H&M groups do a good job in this way. And for the last strategy is about the recycle. For the recycle, it has the three goals: rewear, reuse, recycle. For the rewear, it means that the clothing that can be worn again will be sold as second-hand clothes. And for the reuse, it means that old clothes and textile will be turned into other products, such as clean clothes. And for the recycle, it means that everything else is turned into textile fibers and used for things like institutions. And I will give some evidence to support my talking. For example, for the materials, and we know that the most of the cotton are agrochemicals cottons, and the H&M groups is focusing on the organic cotton sales. It's funding the member of the organic cotton accelerator. It also can called OCA, an organization working to making organic farming a viable choice for cotton growth. There is an example for that. In India, H&M Group and the OCA are working directly with the farmers on projects in 4 states to provide training, access to seeds, premium prices, and most important, granted sales of the organic harvest, and is working. And they have seen amazing growth in the amount of organic cotton sold from farm projects. Last year, they support 6,854 farmers from OCA's projects, and expect the number to grow in the future. And for the recycle, most of their brands offer garment collection points, and in 2019, they collected 29,000 tons of garments for recycling and reuse, equivalent to about 145 million t-shirts. And it's really a great job. Then let's look at the case study in the USA. And we all know that the USA is the largest exporter of cotton in the world. A quarter of all the pesticides used are in the production of cotton. Organic cotton is grown without using pesticides or synthetic fertilizers, which could reduce the negative impact on the environment. And there is a change in American. The H&M groups set up a project for the organic cottons. They decide to provide organic cotton seeds, and they work with the organizations called OCA. That's I said before. Their goals is to use the 100% organic cotton, and this project will help them meet their goals of 100% sustainable sourced cotton. And another case is in India. It are not jobs in India because India is a developed country, and the first change is about the water. India is among the world's most water-stretched regions. Additionally, safe drinking water is a concern in many parts of this country, and the company would focus on raising awareness on water conservation and providing effective water systems and hygiene awareness. For example, they will give some technological help, and they will focus on the environment of the workplace where the H&M set up in India. And another change is that H&M Group does. It's about education and environment. Education. Sustainability as the heart of everything they do. The company would focus on projects and awareness around the environment education with special focus on reduce, and recycle. The company will also focus on projects to promote quality education. For example, the H&M groups will give some support such as the money and the place to help the local people, especially for some young people, to set up the schools and some technology help. And the next strategy is about empowerment and livelihood. Unemployment is a major issue impacting for our society, and the company would focus on the livelihood enhancement and the empowerment of the youth, women, and girls. As I said before, the company has supporting 160,000 women in their jobs, and also they work with their suppliers to establish improved wage management system, as well as democratically elected worker representatives through workplace dialogue programs in factories. And this is to ensure each worker has an individual wage set for them, can contribute to decisions on pay, is supported by a worker representative, and can progress in their job. And the next picture shows the H&M Group's workers worldwide. And finally, I will talk about some disadvantage and advantage of CSR. And for the advantage, the CSR is really good for the environment and the people. But for the disadvantage, it really costs a lot of money and time. But now, there are more and more people petition on the green productions and workplace and environment. So the CSR strategy is necessities for every companies and organizations.